Bixby's recovered a fumble at the 45. Play action fake, guns one. It is caught. Touchdown, Spartans. The middle, he's got a hit of steam. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bixby. Rolls to his right, the pressure as he throws. It's picked off. Interception. It's over. Bixby is the state champion in 6A Division II in Oklahoma.
Welcome into the Green Country Mitsubishi Bixby Coaches Show. And joining us, of course, the head coach of the Bixby Spartans, Lauren Montgomery. Coach, well, beautiful start to the season as far as the weather, getting in to practice. How was your summer, and how did you guys shape up in the preseason as far as working out?
Well, you're right. You know, number one, we lucked out just a little bit with the weather for week one. We had a little bit of fall weather come in, and that's always such a relief for your season opener. Those first couple games are so grueling, and it was really, really nice to have that. And so we did have a great summer of preparation that also made our conditioning level really, really good for week one. But I tell you, the thing that we're most proud of with this year's team so far is just the leadership. We've got a lot of guys that it means a lot to be a part of this football program, and a lot of guys that have gone the extra mile trying to set a great example for the younger guys and raise the bar of our football program just a little bit, Mark.
Yeah, and as they say, practice makes perfect, and we'll talk about that with the Communication Federal Credit Union Practice Players of the Week. And who do you have in store for us this week?
Well, we got two young sophomore guys that are doing a tremendous job for us. Sophomore offensive lineman Carter McCamus, playing a little bit of center and guard for us, just giving us an unbelievable look up front, and getting our guys ready for a big physical week against the Jenks Trojans this week. And then sophomore tailback Tyler Long, just a guy that you get his absolute very best each day in practice, a guy with great wills, and a guy that we have high expectations for in our program. And getting ready for Friday nights wouldn't be possible without such a good look from scout teams and guys that are just selfless and willing to go the extra mile.
You got a lot of hard workers, and it's obviously led to the success you guys have had. Now, week one, it's the Jenks Trojans. We've got highlights coming up next here on the Green Country Mitsubishi Bixby Coaches Show.
The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Green Country Mitsubishi. We dare you to compare. Communication Federal Credit Union, connection with you. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Jim Norton Toyota, come experience the Jim Norton way. Car Country by Nelson, where you'll be treated like a superstar. Matthews Ford, go further with Matthews Ford. Hot Coffee Design, find us at hotcoffeedesign.com. Roofscapes Exteriors, a roofing company you can trust. And by TTCU, the credit union.
Customers know where they can find the best selection and the best price. At Matthews Ford, you won't be hassled on the lot, and we treat our customers with respect. Matthews Ford gives you a direct price that you want for both new and used vehicles. Come see us at Matthews Ford off Elm and the BA Expressway.
Want to know how to get the highest car payment possible? By taking whatever loan rate you're offered and doing zero research. My advice, shop for a loan that's right for you. I'd start at Communication Federal Credit Union. We've very competitive rates, and right now, you'll roll off the lot with no payment for the first 3 months. Come to us first. Communication Federal Credit Union, connecting with you.
We're obsessed with perfection and here for you every day. Standing up for Toyota quality, that's the Jim Norton way. And Green Country, you're our family, and our hearts will stand and say, we're overflowing with pride in Oklahoma. That's the Jim Norton way.
Well, week one, it's the Jenks Trojans, a traditional game, a matchup, rivalry between these two right on the river. And Lauren, always a tough challenge, but you've got two state champions going at it, and it was quite a game. Not the outcome you wanted, but a heck of a game. A lot of people won't soon forget.
Yeah, a lot of times people will make comments about, man, that sure is a tough game, but it's a measuring stick. As Ric Flair used to say, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And so we don't, in all seriousness, Jenks is going to give you a really good idea of where you're at and where you need to improve in your football program. There are a lot of similarities within their program and our program, similar defenses, big physical linemen, a lot of those things. So a great opening test, and we came out with some really nice first half highlights. Let's take a look, Mark.
All right, let's take a look at first half highlights. Jenks Trojans and the Bixby Spartans, and obviously a shootout pretty much in the first half offensively between you guys.
And we come out here and we've got a run pass option play, and we end up handing the ball off to Tucker Pauly, and he has a great gain of about 15, 17 yards on first down, and we come back with a little inside zone play behind Bryce Bray up inside doing a good job. We end up having to punt the ball over, and you'll notice Kobe Tillman in their backfield right there, Josh Neerman, a lot of guys inside. We were able to get a quick turnover, and we throw the double pass out here. Nick Swanson throws it to Eric Calton-Watkins to tie the scoring up 7-7. So Jenks gets the ball back here, and you'll notice Kobe Tillman Cade Cannon there with a tackle for a loss in their backfield. And once again, Cade Cannon and Colin Farley in on the action there on defense. Those guys swarming to the football. Got a lot of white shirts flying around doing well. You'll notice sophomore Ethan Hall out there. He's new, just moved in this summer, and he's out getting a lot of valuable snaps. Cade Cannon closing the deal right there from his inside linebacker position. Tanner Griffin dropping back, had a good night with a little play action pass to Drake Allen right there over the middle. Drake having a big night with several receptions, and Jenks gets the ball back here trying to run the ball inside, and we catch him in a little blitz right here. That's Colin Farley and Cody Adams in getting some pressure on their young quarterback right here, and a beautiful read of the screen by old Josh Neerman. We like to call him Pork Chop, but those guys don't have an opportunity for interception very often. He does a good job. We get Tucker Pauly here on the stretch play right behind Josh Owens, and then we come back with the inside zone play, bent behind a great block by Pierce Hiblin. Then we run the stretch play out to Tucker Pauly. I think Tucker had a really good night. He's going to be just a tremendous physical running back for us. We spit the bubble screen out to Zach Riddle, a young junior right there doing so well. And then we come back with the inside zone. Great cut back lane right behind Bryce Bray and Josh Neerman up inside. And then Cody Adams, our defensive lineman and our jumbo package fullback, diving over the end zone to get our second touchdown of the evening. So proud of Cody. He's a program player and just does a tremendous job. Played over 100 snaps Friday night. Tanner pulls down the zone read right here and picks up some positive yardage in the first down. We come back and we spit the wide receiver screen out to Drake Allen behind great blocking. I believe that's Staten King and Nick Swanson out there gooning it up on the edge. Tucker Pauly with the inside zone block up inside, and great protection here for Tanner. He pulls it down and scrambles a little bit and picks up some good positive yards. Proud of Tanner and the way he moved around the pocket the other night, as well as our offensive lineman showing you real good protection right there. And young junior Staten King really coming on at wide receiver, making a great catch on the double move. Also our backup quarterback as well, and then also a safety as well. So Staten, a very versatile player. Ryan Matthews does a great job right here coming up and making an open field tackle, showing you his athleticism, and Colin Farley getting a little pressure on inside on the inside blitz. We throw the tailback screen out behind a great block by Pierce Hiblin and Josh Owens to Tucker Pauly, and Tucker burning up some angles right there to take us into half 28-28.
Yeah, great game, great shootout, and we've got a second half to show you coming up next.
Green Country Mitsubishi Buy One Drive One sale going on now. Buy a new Outlander and drive a new Mirage for free for 24 months. Only at Green Country Mitsubishi. 2017 7-passenger Outlander, sporty with advanced safety features, only $367 a month. For 2 cars with 0 down. Plus the Rockstar 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Buy a new Outlander and drive a new Mirage for free for 24 months. Green Country Mitsubishi in Bixby. Online at gcmitsubishi.com.
As football fans, Raising Cane's believes in rushing quarterbacks, but not our hot, fresh 24-hour marinated chicken. We believe in running out the clock, but never out of our refreshing sweet tea and lemonade. And we believe in supporting our teams with the same passion we have for serving our customers. Because when it comes to football season, we go all out.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
Customers know where they can find the best selection and the best price. At Matthews Ford, you won't be hassled on the lot, and we treat our customers with respect. Matthews Ford gives you a direct price that you want for both new and used vehicles. Come see us at Matthews Ford off Elm and the BA Expressway.
Welcome back to the Green Country Mitsubishi Bixby Coaches Show, and we're talking about Jenks. Bixby, first week, tied at 28, Coach, at the half. And you guys, obviously, needless to say, you're right there at the doorstep for an exciting second half. Where did you think you were at halftime as far as offensively, defensively? How comfortable did your guys feel?
Well, honestly, we felt like we were in a pretty good position. We felt like probably the first quarter and a half, our guys were really kind of big-eyed and didn't play as well as we were capable of. We created a couple turnovers and we were able to take advantage of those. But honestly, felt like at halftime we probably should have had the lead going into half. But we didn't, and we felt like going in at halftime we had a little bit of momentum. And we just kind of needed to capitalize on that and continue to build on what we had going.
Well, obviously a dramatic second half as you're tied at 28. Let's take a look at the second half. Jenks and Bixby, and of course right there at Hunter Dwelly, you guys got after it. It was a lot of offense and some big plays defensively.
Yeah, and Jenks got the ball to start the second half, and unfortunately we gave them way too good a field position all night. But we come out, and I think our defense does a tremendous job of holding them. We hold them to a field goal even after giving them really good field position. You'll notice Ethan Hall, young sophomore Cade Cavender in on that play right there, doing a tremendous job. Right there's Ryan Kerr. You'll remember the Kerr name. His older brother Jared was a senior last year, coming in and getting great pressure. And we hold them to a field goal on that opening drive, which was really important. And then right here, Tanner puts a great ball on the out route to Zach Riddle, and Zach doing a tremendous job. And then right here, Ryan Kerr getting a great block for young freshman Braden Roller out on the stretch play over the edge. Bring the defense back out, and you'll notice Chandler Price and Drake Allen coming in for a great tackle as well. Right here, just our defensive line doing a tremendous job. Aaron Levin, Chandler Price, those guys in it, and Kobe Tillman with tremendous speed, tremendous pursuit. What a wonderful linebacker, what a wonderful kid. Right here, Ethan Hall doing a good job of stretching everything out, and Cade Cannon comes and cleans up the scraps. Good teamwork right there. Getting good pressure, Cade is, with our middle blitz right there. It allows Colton Tafoya to make a tremendous play on Jenks' big receiver, Carson Epps. Tanner does a good job of eluding a little bit of pressure right there in our end zone, completes a pass to move the chains. Tanner showing his great wheels right here, in behind a great block, what we felt like was a great block behind Eric Calton-Watkins. Unfortunately got the hold call there. Giving up a little bit of pressure inside, and Tanner just completes a miraculous ball right there to move the chains on first down to Eric Calton-Watkins. And then we throw the bubble screen out to Ryan Matthews right here. Ryan doing a good job from his running back position, getting great positive yardage right there. And they forced us to punt, but our punt team doing a tremendous job getting down the field right here, and Cameron Stevens recovers the fumbled punt return and gives us good field position, and we're going to end up capitalizing on that. Tanner throws a great ball right here to Nick Swanson, and Nick picking up some yards after catch, and we come back and we throw a bubble screen out to Drake Allen, and Drake's able to get behind the block into Nick Swanson and get into the end zone on the wide receiver screen. Coming up inside right here, you'll notice Colin Farley and a host of other Spartans doing a great job tackling up inside. Cade Cannon, Colin Farley, Drake Allen all in on the tackle right there, trying to strip that football, which is what we preach all the time on defense. Their young quarterback doing a nice job scrambling. Cade Cannon causes a fumble, and it's recovered by sophomore corner Cade Cavender right here. Cade just having a tremendous night for his first varsity start as a sophomore. Really expecting big things from him, and so proud of the way he played. We throw the bubble screen right here out to Drake Allen. Drake doing a good job, always picking up positive yards, being a tough runner, being so elusive, getting that defense back out on the field right here. And the defensive line doing a good job. We're a little dinged up inside and had some younger guys step up. You'll notice Josh Neerman right there from his nose guard position, getting into the backfield, getting great penetration. And Josh just having a big night on both sides of the ball. Started at left guard and nose guard for us. And just real proud of him. Again, young sophomore Cade Cavender Lavender on a big play over the middle right there. And unfortunately, we came up on the short end of the stick there, Mark, and final score 38-34, which will kind of take us into our game stats that we'd like to take a look at. We'll talk about first downs to start with. We ended up with 23 first downs, and Jenks had 24. Our total offense, we had 361 to 499 passing yardage. Good night passing for Tanner, 251 yards to Jenks' 231. A little short on the rushing totals. We had 110 yards rushing to their 268, and then both teams a little bit sloppy still early in the season with penalties, as you see. Turnover, big margin. Felt like Jenks gave us a couple of gifts that we were able to take advantage of at times. We had 1 turnover to their 3. Unfortunately, our turnover was pretty costly down the stretch there. Passing, Tanner Griffin, 22 of 37 for 222 yards, 4 TDs, 0 interceptions. Nick Swanson had several receptions for 29 yards, 1 TD. Rushing, Tucker Pauley, 19 of 85 for a 4.5 average. Braden Roller, just a freshman, getting some good carries, 18 yards. Tanner Griffin had 6 carries for 9 yards. Receiving, Tucker Pauley had 5 receptions, but the big one being on the tailback screen for 65 yards. Nick Swanson, 4 catches for 47 yards. Eric Calton-Watkins, 3 receptions for 46 yards and a TD. Drake Allen with 35 yards, Staten King with 32 yards. Those defensive totals, Drake Allen and Kobe Tillman leading up the total tackles with 11. Cade Cannon with 10 total tackles. Ethan Hall, 8 from his outside linebacker position, and Colton Tafoya, 8 from his corner. And then finally sacks on the evening, Colin Farley leading with 2, Josh Neerman with 1, and Ryan Kerr with Cade Cannon with each a half sack. So some pretty good stats. Unfortunately, the one that counted we came up just short of, but still saw some good things, Mark.
Well, there's a lot of things, too, that can happen. Second half of a game where there's some key plays, key moments. The one thing that you guys have built in this culture over the last couple of years, you have resilient kids. There's those little plays that may go against you. They keep bouncing back, and they really fought all the way to the end. And as far as benchmark-wise, you're right there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the things we preach in our program. It's being resilient, being able to overcome adversity, and it's just life. We feel like football it mimics life in a lot of regards, and you're going to have ups and downs all the time, and really the true mark of success is how you respond. And so a little bit of adversity, obviously, this week for the Spartans. We don't ever want to lose a game, but we're going to find out tomorrow out on the practice field how we respond.
Yeah, and you've got a week of work, and then you've got a team in Bentonville, the team from Bentonville, Arkansas, that played a tough game, lost in overtime to Rockhurst out of Kansas City. So you've got a talented, big school coming up next. Your non-district games are pretty potent.
Yeah, we got 4 non-district games this year, and it's a very tough schedule. And this week, as you mentioned, we have Bentonville, and Bentonville's won several state championships over there in the football. And Northwest Arkansas is just tremendous, and especially right now, they're pumping money into facilities, the coaching staffs, their programs, and you really see the results when you pair up with these teams in these early season matchups, as well as summer passing leagues and things like that when we run into one another. So we feel in our program, though, that if we schedule the best opponents, it's going to help us as we get down the line later into our season and into the playoffs, as last year when we were playing our best football during the playoffs.
All right, so tough non-district games coming up, and of course this week taking on Bentonville on the road. Now coming up here on the Bixby Coaches Show, we'll have our Raising Cane's Player of the Week.
Want to know how to get the highest car payment possible? By taking whatever loan rate you're offered and doing zero research. My advice? Shop for a loan that's right for you. I'd start at Communication Federal Credit Union. We've very competitive rates, and right now, you'll roll off the lot with no payment for the first 3 months. Come to us first. Communication Federal Credit Union, connecting with you.
Thousands of Oklahomans have relied on a roofing company who has built its reputation on trust. Roofscapes Exteriors knows that a roof isn't just a roof, and a customer isn't just a customer.
We loved dealing with the same point of contact from start to finish. The whole experience was just perfect.
A roof not only insulates and protects your home and family, it's nearly half of the visible appearance of your home. Contact Roofscapes Exteriors today, 918-364-ROOF.
Each week we bring in on the Bixby Coaches Show an outstanding player. It's our Raising Cane's Player of the Week. This week is senior safety wide receiver Drake Allen. Drake, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, great game as far as tackles and on the offensive side. Let's talk about the offensive side of the ball. How far you come. I know last year you really started to find yourself toward the tail end of the year catching the football. What's been the major factor there for you? Just being comfortable?
Yeah, being comfortable, learning a lot from the guys last year, and having such an experienced quarterback makes it so much easier. Just knowing if you can get yourself open, he's going to put the ball right on you.
Favorite pass route to run?
Probably an out route.
All right, there you go. Now defensively, 11 tackles versus the Jenks Trojans, and you led the team there. Just talk about as a safety, how you've developed over the years. Get to this point. Obviously, there's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard work, a lot of great coaching too, and especially like even beyond me, those defensive linemen and linebackers are occupying the offensive line. So a lot of times I'm coming up and fitting and not having to worry about getting hit by offensive linemen or fullbacks or any kind of those, giving me a great chance to make a tackle.
All right, well, as we talked about before, you know, with youth football, you guys have played against Jenks since you were little kids. Talk about just what an experience that is now to be in high school, have an experience like that at Hunter Dwelly.
It's a great experience because I remember going into that game, a lot of those guys I remember playing against growing up, and even have some relationships with one of them and with some of them, and it's just a great experience getting to go play in front of so many people and be in such a big game. It's the same game that you played when you were younger. It's just so much of a bigger stage now.
All right, as you've developed, played football, gotten better and better in this program, you've had a chance to really see this program develop. How proud are you? You get a lot of football left. You got Bentonville this next week and a great season in front of you. But back-to-back state championships, you see where the program is. What kind of a sense of pride do you have as far as just a player that's got to this point already?
It's a huge sense of pride just knowing that we were part of the classes that kind of made this football program where state championships are the expectation, that it's not having good seasons, it's winning state or season's a bust.
All right, you play that much football, barely come off the field against Jenks. How much do you sleep the next day?
Not a whole lot. We had that earthquake the next day. That kind of woke me up, but most of the time after a big game like that, I'm still just so excited it's hard to get some sleep either way.
Just hang out, watch some college football?
Yes.
All right, well, Drake, have a great year. I'm sure we have a chance to see you again up here as far as Raising Cane's Player of the Week. The senior Drake Allen. Coming up next, it's our Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week.
Green Country Mitsubishi Buy One Drive One sale going on now. Buy a new Outlander and drive a new Mirage for free for 24 months. Only at Green Country Mitsubishi. 2017 7-passenger Outlander, sporty with advanced safety features, only $367 a month. For 2 cars with 0 down. Plus the Rockstar 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Buy a new Outlander and drive a new Mirage for free for 24 months. Green Country Mitsubishi in Bixby. Online at gcmitsubishi.com.
As football fans, Raising Cane's believes in rushing quarterbacks. But not our hot, fresh 24-hour marinated chicken. We believe in running out the clock, but never out of our refreshing sweet tea and lemonade. And we believe in supporting our teams with the same passion we have for serving our customers. Because when it comes to football season, we go all out.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
I'd heard of TTCU, but I didn't really understand the difference.
We really want everyone to, know what's going on, what the process is. We have members that come in all the time just to ask us a question. It might not even have to do with TTCU. It just might be a personal finance question. The difference is simple. Everything we do is for the members.
Not-for-profit, member-owned, TTCU, the credit union.
It's time for the Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week here on the Bixby Coaches Show. And we welcome in from 2nd grade White here in Bixby, head coach Dylan Ingalls. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about your team now. 0-1, but 2nd grade, you've had some success, I know, in the past. And this year, you look for a lot of excitement, have a week off. Now let's talk about your offense and what you guys bring to the table there.
Offensively, you know, it's 8-man football, so yeah, we're not really throwing any passes yet in second grade. We got a lot of sweep plays that we run, some dives up the middle. This week we had a couple good plays. Grayson Gavlik had a good run, a couple runs in there to set us up for a touchdown by a sweep by Brady Scott around the left side. Only touchdown of the day, unfortunately, but it was a good run. Everybody blocking, and a good hard run by Brody Scott in there.
Well, you know, at this level, you got a lot of kids that are kind of finding their way into their roles. You feel like even after week one that you have some guys you kind of plug in different positions, kind of know what everybody's up to?
Yeah, definitely. After the first week, we're moving people around from center to running back. You know, everybody can play anywhere right now, so we're starting to figure it all out. Defensively, we're starting to make some tackles. Even on busted plays, we got kids giving that second effort and running the guy down before he gets to the end zone there. And then a nice 2 weeks off to get it figured out and get back on track, hopefully, and win one this week.
Okay, let's talk about real quick on defense. You mentioned that 8-man football. What are some of the keys to defending in 8-man as opposed to 11-man? It's a little bit different.
A little different. 8-man football, it's a 4-4 defense. Most of your plays are sweeps. When you get in this grade, you're looking for the fast guy to get around the end, not a whole bunch up the middle. If you can get a good push up front and then contain on the outside edges to turn things back in, you're pretty successful on 8-man football.
Yeah, you definitely got to set the edge when it comes to second grade football. So you feel like you're pretty solid there on the corner? Pretty
solid on the corner. They did a pretty good job of turning stuff back in. The times we did bust, it was just missed tackles, but just saw things we need to work on last week, and we worked on them last 2 weeks, and we're feeling pretty good about next week.
Okay, before we let you go, just real quick, the difference between first and second grade, and you get your kids now 1 year playing. What kind of a difference have you noticed?
Biggest difference on that one is last year, I mean, play calling, especially offensively, your Brody Scott left or Grayson, Gavlik right.
Putting the tape on the shoes, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Now this year we're actually able to throw in the plays with a 28 sweep or a 34 dive. We're putting in a hurry-up offense, attempting a pass play possibly this year, so a little more exciting.
Maybe the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, thanks, Dylan. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the year, and we're going to put the wraps on this edition of the Bixby Coaches Show, sponsored by Green Country Mitsubishi. Next week, Spartan football again on the road, this time in Western Arkansas, as they take on Bentonville. Kickoff 7 o'clock there in Arkansas. For Coach Montgomery and Mr. Ingles and Greg Allen, this is Mark Waddell saying so long, and we'll see you next week.
The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Green Country Mitsubishi. We dare you to compare. Communication Federal Credit Union. Connection with you. Raising Cane's Chicken Finger. One love for the game. Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Midwest Sporting Goods. Put some Midwest best on you. Jim Norton Toyota. Come experience the Jim Norton way. Car Country by Nelson, where you'll be treated like a superstar. Matthews Ford. Go further with Matthews Ford. Hot Coffee Design. Find us at hotcoffeedesign.com. Roofscapes Exteriors, a roofing company you can trust. And by TTCU, the credit union.
Can I let you in on a secret? Moving's a pain. There's contracts to read, realtors to hire, buying, selling, closing, movers, packing, switching insurance, change of address postcards, and on and on and on. Don't let worrying about your new home loan add to the trouble. Let a CFCU home loan expert find the right loan for you with payments that fit your life. Communication Federal Credit Union, connecting with you.